Morning dear friends. Today I will discuss about the methods for the resultant forces. Though there are many methods for finding out the resultant force of a number of given forces, yet the following are the important from the subject point of view. First, analytical method, and second is a method of resolution. Analytical method for the resultant force. The resultant force of a given system of forces may be found out analytically by the following two methods. First, parallelogram law of forces, and second one is method of resolution. So let me introduce the parallelogram law of forces. Parallelogram law of forces, it states that if two forces acting simultaneously on a particle be represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, their resultant may be represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram which passes through their point of intersection are known as parallelogram law of forces. Mathematically, it can be written as the magnitude of resultant force is represented by the symbol of capital R. Then the capital R is equal to under root of f1 का square, f1 square plus f2 square plus 2f1 into f2 cos of theta, and tan of alpha is equal to f2 sin theta divided by f1 plus f2 cos theta, where f1 and f2 are the forces whose resultant is required to be found out, and theta is the angle between the forces f1 and f2, and alpha is the angle which the resultant force makes with one of the forces, say f1. So note that if the angle alpha which the resultant force makes with the other forces f2, then tan of alpha या tan alpha is equal to f1 sin theta divided by f1 plus f2 cos of theta. In case number first, if theta equal to 0 degree, that is when the forces act along the same line, then after the magnitude of resultant will get capital R is equal to f1 plus f2. Since cos 0 degree is equal to 1, then substituting the value of cos 0 degree in above equation, then we get magnitude of resultant force when theta is equal to 0 degree, R is equal to f1 plus f2. Okay. Then case number 2, if theta equal to 90 degree, that is when the forces act at right angles. Okay. If theta is equal to 90 degree, that is when the forces act at right angles, then the equation is also reduced in the form of R. R is equal to under root of f1 square plus f2 square, since cos 90 degree equal to 0. Okay. Case number third, if theta equal to 180 degree, that is when the forces act along the same straight line but in opposite direction, since cos 180 degree is equal to minus 1. Now substituting the value of cos 180 in the above equation, then we get magnitude of resultant force capital R is equal to f1 minus f2. In this case, the resultant force will act in the direction of the greater force. Okay. Now next, case number 4. If the two forces are equal, that is when f1 is equal to f2 is equal to f, then magnitude of resultant force, we know that capital R is equal to under root f1 square plus f2 square plus 2f1 into f2 cos theta. Here f1 equal to f2 equal to f. Now substituting these values in the above equation, then magnitude of resultant force R is equal to F square plus 2 into F, that is 2F square into cos theta. Then F square plus F square, 2F square plus 2F square into cos theta, 2F square common from both, so 2F square is common, then remaining 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta is also written as 2 cos square theta divided by 2. I think we all are know very well the trigonometry formula 1 plus cos theta becomes 2 cos square theta divided by 2. Now substituting the value of 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta divided by 2 in the above equation, then we get 2f square into 2 cos square theta divided by 2, 2 2s are 4 into f square. After it will remove from root, then it will get 2f into cos theta divided by 2. Okay, so these are the 4 cases with respect to different angle or different line of actions of 2 different forces. Okay, now next we can solve the numerical problem number 2.4. Two forces of 100 Newton and 150 Newtons are acting simultaneously at a point. What is the resultant of these two forces if the angle between them is 45 degree? First of all, I think the solution of this question is that given data are, there are two forces are given. First force F1 is equal to 100 Newton and the second force F2 is equal to 150 Newton. Both forces are acting simultaneously on a point. Okay, and the angle between these two forces between F1 and F2 equal to theta is equal to 45 degree. How we can solve? So we know that the resultant force or magnitude of resultant force is equal to capital R is equal to under root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 into F2 cos of theta. Now substituting all the values F1, F2 and theta in the above equation, then we calculate F1 100 square plus F2 150 square plus 2F1 into F2 100 into 150 into theta, the cos of 45 degree. Then we are calculating all the values and remove the root, then we get the magnitude of resultant force capital R is equal to 232 Newton. This is the magnitude of resultant force which will be find out. Okay, so that's all. Have a great day. Thank you.